With Barcelona getting knocked out of European football, we are going to take over them and see if we can finally win the Champions League as well as La Liga and possibly even Copa del Rey, Copa de España in the game. It's going to be a 3 to 4 part episode, so go ahead and leave a like, subscribe. It's part of the Glory Hunter, and let's get straight into it. This is a team. We are currently 4 seasons deep. We have Luke Shaw as our left back, Gavardio Koundé as our center backs, Trent as our right back, Ter Stegen still in net, Kessié De Jong remains in midfield with Bernardo Silva taking over Pedri's spot or Gavi's spot, Fati on the left, Zanillo as our striker, and then Dembele in our right wing. We have Mohamed on the bench, a regen. We have Trinicao, Torres, Bruno Fernandes, Tenes, Di Lorenzo, Konate, Depay, Rafinha, Garcia. A lot of kind of just dead weight on our bench, in which we are going to look to offload. We are going to look to improve. We still have Lewandowski, who is now 36, so he probably won't get any game time at all. I want to buy a new striker. I don't like Zanillo at all in this game. He's absolutely awful. Dembele, he can possibly stay. Maybe finding a backup option for him over Trinicao. Fati and Ferran Torres, they both can stay. That's good for them. Bernardo Silva, I want to find new cams. I kind of want to sell Bernardo and Bruno. I want to find a new left back for sure. And some backup. Actually, I have a backup center back, so we might not need to do that. A backup keeper possibly. We'll see what happens. We have 150 million to spend. I am going to list a lot of players though. Our first signing of the summer is coming from PSG. Nuno Mendes will join as our new left back. We offer him Luke Shaw in 70 million plus a 9% release clause, something like that. He will join the club. He will be our new main right back alongside. Our defense is pretty much sorted. Our backup defense is kind of sorted. I don't really have a backup left back. I might go look for one maybe on the free agents or somebody under 10, 20 mil. But signing number 1 of the summer is done. A lot more to go. Nuno Mendes joins Barcelona. And we bring in Isebo Pada, possibly Messi's regen. I'm not quite sure, but he will come in a right wing for a free agent. 1983 overall. He's going to be a great backup option, and he might even at some point overtake Dembele in that right wing position. But that's signing number 2, technically, of the summer. Joe Fayeta leaves Barcelona to Monaco for 7.6 million. We bring in another center back in for the club for a swap deal with that. His name is Clerk or something like that. He joins the club. And we say goodbye to somebody who I didn't think I was going to let go, but I forgot how much I don't like him in the game, so I went ahead and accepted a transfer offer of 166 million. Ferran Torres, he walks out the front doors, and we get a big transfer boost budget now in for the club. I believe it's 160. We also let go of Samuel Ntiti. He's on his way to Brentford, but then Ferran Torres as well, our main one, he is gone for 166 million. That's a massive amount. That's a big boost for us. And with that money for Ferran Torres, we say hello to Erling Haaland. He joins Barcelona from Manchester City for Bernardo Silva plus 127 million. Pretty much all that money is gone from that Ferran Torres transfer. And we are back to really near 100 mil left in our transfer budget, which is still a lot. But Erling Haaland, a main striker alongside with Fati and Dembele on our bench. Surely we win the treble here. Surely we win the treble. Erling Haaland, Barcelona's newest signing. And signing number 4, we bring in Alex Cardenas back in from Aston Villa, our cam that we used last season and the last couple episodes. He comes into the squad. He will be a backup option. He's now 80 overall though, so he might break into that first team a lot quicker than what he was. He's 80 overall. I checked his potential as well. It went up to 87. So a fantastic season from him last season off of the bench. He might break into that starting 11, and for now, he actually will break into that starting 11. I know I have Bruno Fernandes, but he's just awful. World Cup in mind, at the end of this season, we are going to go ahead and accept this France offer job. We will look to try and win the World Cup towards the end of the season with Mbappe. With a lot of French talent in the game, it might not be that hard, honestly. I was going to hold out for a difficult, like a more worse team like USA or some, but this will have to do. This team actually looks insane. And we bring in an American, Christian Pulisic, to ride the bench over Fati, in all honesty. He will be our backup left wing option over Ferran Torres. And we get him for his release clause, which was only $54 million. And he's 87 or 88 overall. So it's actually a fantastic offer from us. And it's great business from us as well. So he'll join the squad for $54 million. And he will be our backup left. And then we say hello to a striker on loan, Pedro Contreras. He will join on loan from Granada for this season. He might not get that much game time because we have Holland, but any fringe games he will for sure play. We have to make sure we have to actually keep playing him as well. That way he doesn't go back in January. So you might get a little bit more game time from us now. We say goodbye to Memphis Depay. He will join rivals Real Madrid for around $40 million. I know I don't want to sell it to a rival club, but he's gone. Branko Nezovic is gone as well. He's on his way to Wolves for around $20 million. Matonovic goes to Everton for $14.3 million. I don't even know who that guy is, but he's gone. And we say goodbye to Robert Lewandowski for $37.2 million. He's on his way to Germany. Back to Leipzig. I say back to Leipzig. To Leipzig. Back to Germany, actually. And we say goodbye to Nicolo Zanillo. He joins Manchester United for $97 million. That's another big transfer boost into our budget, leaving us at £260 million to spend. And I think there's one more player that I want to bring in. And that is a cam. And that is somebody from ex-Arsenal, I guess, in the game. Martin Odegaard. We will look to bring him in as to be our main cam. And Martin Odegaard will join Barcelona, walking into the club doors as we speak. He joins for $40 million plus Bruno Fernandes. Get rid of a lot of dead weight in this squad. We have a fantastic squad. It's slimmed down a lot now. I think there might still be a little bit more players that we need to slim down or simply just go ahead and release and not try to sell. But Odegaard will join. He'll be our number 8, and he'll be our cam with Cardenas riding the bench, supporting him. And so our first game of the season, we have Fati, Haaland, Dembele, De Jong, Kessié, Odegaard, Mendes, Gvardiol, Koundé, Trent, and Ter Stegen as our starting 11. Let's get into our season and look to win La Liga. Alright, let's see what this team can do. I mean, I expect it to do a lot of things. Norwegian teammates Haaland and Odegaard should control and lead this team to the treble. Odegaard. Odegaard will lose the ball early on, though. And we're down 1-0 already. Real Betis open the scoring. It's 1-0, 10 minutes in. 2-0. What? Okay, maybe I have to buy a new keeper. Ter Stegen definitely should have saved that one. This is not the start we wanted. Dembele doubles Betis' lead after only, what, 30 minutes or so? Lose the ball. Our defense is split open again. And Naby Fekir, he might make a 3. He does make a 3. We are getting destroyed. It's 3-0 for Betis. Trent into Odegaard. Odegaard into Dembele. Dembele over the top for Haaland. Haaland! He chips the keeper somehow. It's 3-1. Grab the ball. We got to go. How did he get this in the back of the net? It's a good ball from Dembele over the top. Haaland just scoops it over the keeper. And we have a lifeline here. Why can I not play through balls to save my life? We will lose the first game of the season. A 3-1 disastrous start. But we'll look to build onto this as we get into Champions League football as well. And so our Champions League groups, I'm going to go through all of them real quick. Juventus, Dortmund, Bayern and Inter, Atletico Madrid and Benfica, Ajax, Real Madrid, Chelsea, that's an interesting one. Liverpool, Monaco, Manchester City and Marseille, I guess. PSG, Leipzig, and then we have Barcelona and our ex-old team, Aston Villa, in our group, and we actually play them first in our group. It's going to be Barry, Simmons, Simmons, our striker. We had so many goals with Simmons. He was absolutely incredible. Musiala is now in that starting 11. I don't know whether he's still in that team, but Guy Enrique is their new left back. Cuevas and Martinez as their center backs. Kepa still in net. Kamada still as their center defensive mid. I only remember Simmons, Savage, Kamada, Cuevas, Kepa, and Tomiyasu. That's all I remember for that starting 11. I'm pretty sure they still have Musiala. Gavardio cannot play this game. He is out on suspension for whatever reason. I guess last season. I'm going to go ahead and start, not Pulisic over Haaland. I'm going to start Pulisic over Fati for this episode, for this game. Not episode, but for this game. I'm also going to make sure these players stay wide and don't come inside. And then the tactics, I'm going to have to do this in the actual thing as well and save it. But that should be that. Let's get into our first Champions League game against Aston Villa, our old club. Alright, see what we can do against our former club. We got to somehow shut down Simmons. If we couldn't shut down Dembele at Real Betis, not sure how we're going to shut down Simmons. I should have brought Simmons in. That's what I really should have done. But I have Haaland. Haaland should be so much better. But Simmons literally scored 60 goals in 60 games last season. It's absolutely insane. And now it's Berry against Trent. Trent will lose that battle. Koundé against Savage. Koundé. And Savage was actually offside. Odegaard now slipping it in for Dembele. Dembele, he will cut inside even though I told him not to. Finding Haaland. And Haaland will find the back of the net. It's 1-0 for Barcelona. And Haaland doing what Haaland does best. Now Doan. In for Simmons. Is he onside? He is. That's an automatic goal. Surely it is. It's 1-1. Told you we went to Simmons against Koundé. And Simmons won't win that one. Koundé has it wrapped up. And now Christian Pulisic. He's just going to send it down for Erling Haaland to chase. And Erling Haaland, the monster he is, scores and makes it 2-1 for Villa. No, not for Villa. It's for Barcelona. That's actually right at the break, too. It's a halftime goal. And we go into the break lead into Kessie. Now into Odegaard. Odegaard into Pulisic. Pulisic out wide to Dembele. Dembele in for Erling Haaland, who's on a hat trick. And Erling Haaland gets his hat trick. It's 3-1 for Barcelona. And we might have control of this game now. Fati over the top for Contreras. He might be offside again. He's not. It's 4-1. It's a debut goal for Contreras. And Barcelona takes all 3 points against former club Aston Villa. We shut down Simmons after that 32nd minute goal. We'll be for sure battling for them to get out of that group stage and battling them out for finishing top of that group as well. But Haaland with a hat trick. And we are now in November. We quick sim a lot of time. We sit first in the league by 1 point to Atletico Madrid Athletic Club. 4 points ahead of Villarreal and 5 points ahead of Real Madrid. We do have one loss in the season, which is fine. Atletico Madrid are still unbeaten. We actually have a trip now in against Barcelona, against Real Madrid coming up. That's why I stopped it. We have 3 wins, 1 loss. Who did we lose to? We had to lose. We lost to Verge the first game. Wow. We lost to not Verge. Hey, it's Verona. Lost to Verona in our first game. That's only 3 points. We are sitting first in the group stage as that as well. Any shocks coming out early on? Maybe Marseille not making it through at the moment. Real Madrid and Chelsea, that's fine. Atletico Madrid are struggling in that. That's straight up that's done. Pretty much, unless Inter lose like 10-0 at some point. That's pretty much over. El Clasico time now. Is everybody fit? Yes, we are good. Everybody is fit. Our team is looking fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and actually alter these settings real quick. Alright, let's get into it. Vinicius Jr., Olmo, Rodrigo, De Bruyne, Pellegrini, Casemiro, Gaia, Militao, Laporte, Gusto, and Courtois. Casemiro back at Real Madrid. Let's shut this down and make this 5-point gap 8 points. And Real Madrid somehow find the back of net. I thought that was going to be a routine save for Ter Stegen. But it drags slowly into the corner, and Rodrigo has the lead. Is that Rodrigo or is that Vinicius Jr.? It looked like it was 20, right? Is 21 not? I thought 21 was. Oh, managing to beat him. Crossed in. Vinicius Jr. doubles the lead, and that might just give Real Madrid the win. It's a brace from Vinny. Frankie de Jong, Cassier, Nuno Mendes, into Erling Haaland. Haaland lays it off for Odegaard, and Odegaard gets a consolation goal. It's 2-1, but we still lose to Real Madrid in El Clasico. And that might allow Atletico Madrid to jump us into that first spot. I say Premier, into that first spot in the league. And so we end the first half of the season in 4th. 3 points behind Atletico, who are currently winning the league. Atletico Madrid are still undefeated. We drew 3-3 to them in our first fixture. We'll play them in our second leg against them as well. We finished 4th in the league. Real Madrid are right there with us. It's actually a tight total race between 5th. Maybe 6th has a way back in there. 7 points off, though. But from 5th to 1st, it's a 3-point gap. Champions League. We finished first in our group, finishing 5 wins, 1 loss against Hellas Verona, which means we beat Aston Villa again. We have now a trip against Napoli. Aston Villa get Juventus. Any big games? Bayern, PSG. I will see y'all next episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.